Alrighty, hopefully we are back and you can still hear me. Myself. There we go. Sorry about that. I think all the technical difficulties are now figured out. So we are going to get started with trivia. I'm just waiting for that thumbs up from behind the camera that we have at least 20 so viewers, and then we'll get started with our first question. You will notice on Trivia Rat that you can go back, you can go back to any question on Trivia Rat. Just make sure that your recorder hits submit before we do that. Okay, good to go. I've got that text coming through, so let's get started. Alrighty, we are moving on to our very first round tonight, or this afternoon. Round one, question number 1. Let It Go was an infuriatingly popular song in 2013. Which Disney film did it come from? Let It Go was an infuriatingly popular song in 2013. What Disney movie did it come from? Question number 2. Girl with the Balloon is this British graffiti artist's most notable piece of work. What is the artist's name? Girl with the Balloon is this British graffiti artist's most notable piece of artwork. What is the artist's name? Question number 3. Someone wearing this t-shirt is a fan of which show? Question number 4. Which Jamaican athlete won triple Olympic gold at the 2008, 2012, and 2016 Olympic Games? I'm watching the team names come in, and they are fantastic. We've got No Surprises and Jake's from all states. What else do we have here? The Gnarly Gomes. Oh, you're math nerds, and I love it. Minimum variance based on estimators. Moving on to question number 5. Which TV show has the theme song, Thank You for Being a Friend? the Guess What's, One Direction, So I am just waiting for about 70% of teams to submit answers before I move on to the next one. If we need to go back at any point, just let me know in the chat there, and we can go back to another question, or a previous question. Question number 6. Which country is home to the Shakespearean character Hamlet? Which country is home to Shakespeare's character Hamlet? Question number 7. What do all of the actors on your screen have in common? What do all the actors on your screen have in common? Question number 7. What do all of these actors have in common? I'm very excited to see what commonalities you find that are absolutely true, which wasn't what I was expecting. Better. Question number 8. After being corrupted by the One Ring in Lord of the Rings, what does Smeagol rename himself? Question number 9. Grunge music originated in which American city? Question number 9. Grunge music originated in which American city? Question number 10. Holding 61 NHL records as of 2021, including the most points scored, who is considered the greatest hockey player of all time? I'm going to pop back to the first couple of questions this round, as that is seeming to be lower answered questions. If there's any other question besides 1, 2, or 3 that you need, please let me know in the chat, and we will go to that one as well. A replay of our first question for this afternoon. Let It Go was an infuriatingly popular song in 2013. Which Disney movie did it come from? Question number 2. Girl with a Balloon is this British graffiti artist's most notable piece of work. Who is the artist? Three, someone wearing this shirt is a fan of which TV show? And 4, which Jamaican athlete won triple Olympic gold at the 2008, 2012, and 2016 Olympic Games? All right. If you need any other question, please let me know in the chat. Otherwise, we are going to do our take-up round in just a minute or two. We're going to go back to question number 5 as well. Repeat of question number 5. Which TV show had the theme song, "Thank You for Being a Friend"? Alrighty. If nobody has any other question, we are going to stop Trivia Rat in 5. There we are. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty, so now what's going to happen is we're going to do a take-up round just like we would have done with our spelling bees when we were in grade school. My person behind the camera is going to be marking as we go through this. If you have any questions about why you didn't receive a point, again, let me know in the chat and we will help figure that out for you. Alrighty, here we go with our first take-up round. Question number 1 asked us, told us that Let It Go was an infuriatingly popular song in 2013. The Disney film it came from was Frozen. Question number 2. Girl with a Balloon is this British graffiti artist's most notable piece of work. Who's the artist? That would be Banksy. Number 3. Someone wearing this shirt is a fan of Stranger Things. 4. Jamaican athlete who won triple gold at the 2008, 2012, and 2016 Olympics. That's Usain Bolt. Question number 5. The TV show that had the theme song, Thank You for Being a Friend, is The Golden Girls. Question number 6. Which country is home to the Shakespearean character Hamlet? That's Denmark. Question number 7. All of these actors are a part of the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. All Canadian? I don't think Bradley Cooper is Canadian. Question number 8. After being corrupted by the One Ring, what does Smeagol rename himself? Gollum. Question number 9. Grunge music originated in Seattle. 61 NHL records, including most points scored, considered to be the greatest hockey player of all time. That is Wayne Gretzky. Alrighty, that is the end of our very first round. I'm going to let my marker, was that 10 questions? Yeah. My marker catch up, and then we're going to press game on, and we're going to do the second round. We've got lots of people. Was that 10 questions? Yep, okay. Alrighty, we're going to press game on, and we are going to get started with our second round as soon as I get the all clear from behind the camera. Alrighty, let's look at round number 2. I'm really impressed. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams with a perfect score. That's really impressive. Hope that we split that up a little bit going forward. I'm just going to delete teams that have 0 because I assume those people aren't here, which will give me more accurate timing. Alrighty, we are going to go to round number 2. Round 2, question number 1. Andrew Garfield took over for Tobey Maguire as this titular character in which 2012 film? Andrew Garfield took over for Tobey Maguire as the titular character in which 2012 film? Question number 2. Anything that occupies We're still on round 1. Thank you very much. Give me just a second. So, sorry about that. Question number 1 asked, which role did Andrew Garfield take over from Tobey Maguire? Question number 2, anything that occupies space and takes up a mass is generally considered what? Question number 3, what sport does this man play? What sport does this man play? You are very fast. Question number 4. Kanye West infamously interrupted whose acceptance speech at the 2009 VMAs? Team Edwards, so fast. Question number 5. The colors yellow and black belong to which of the 4 houses at Hogwarts? Question number 6. What sports movie is set in Philadelphia and won Best Picture at the Academy Awards in 1976? Question number 7. What do these actors, besides being men, all have in common? Besides being men, what do all of these actors have in common? Question number 8. Which is the only national flag not to include the colors red, white, or blue? I will give you a hint. It's not the American flag. Which is the only national flag not to include the colors red, white, or blue? Question number 9. Which company launched the first tablet in the year 2000? Which company launched the first tablet computer in the year 2000? Just the facts, the first team in for that one. Question number 9. Which company launched the first tablet computer in the year 2000? Question number 10, the last question of our second round. Which American rock band was formed in 1969 in Houston, Texas, and was comprised of members Billy Gibson, Frank Beard, and Dusty Hill? We're going to go back to question number 8 because that's the only one that doesn't have 100% of players in. And then we will do our take-up. You've got a couple of seconds to get this question 10 in, though. Perfect. Question number 8 has got that 100% across. We'll give you another 30 seconds or so to get that final answer in. No pressure. I'm going to stop trivia right in just a second. We'll give you a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'm going to stop. Alrighty. Let's do our take-up for our second round. Question number 1, Andrew Garfield took over as Spider-Man in the 2012 movie, The Amazing Spider-Man. Question number 2, Anything that occupies a space and has a mass is generally known as matter. Question number 3, this man plays American football. Or football, also acceptable answer. Number 4, Kanye West infamously interrupted whose acceptance speech at the 2009 VMAs? That'd be Taylor Swift's. Question number 5, the colors yellow and black belong to which 4 Hogwarts houses? Hufflepuff. 6, what sports movie set in Philadelphia won the Best Picture for the Academy Awards in 1976? That'd be Rocky. 7, what do these actors have in common? I'm impressed. You're making my friend behind the camera laugh, and that's always a good sign. Sexiest men alive. Give them a half point. That's funny, and I appreciate it. That will get a half point. And you don't know my friend behind the camera, but if you can make him laugh, you're a really funny person. Question number... Oh, they all played Batman. I don't know if I said that. I got distracted by the sexiest man alive. All right. Let's move on to question number 8. The only national flag not to include the colors red, white, and blue. I did preview that a little earlier. Let's see if you picked up on the clue. It's Jamaica. We talked about a Jamaican athlete in round number 1. Question number 9. Which company launched the first tablet computer in 2000? That'd be Microsoft. Question number 10. American rock band formed in '69 in Houston, Texas, comprised of Billy Gibbons, Frank Spears, and Dusty Hill. That's ZZ Top. We're going to move on to round number 3. I'm going to go and see how we are doing here. I'm at soup with 20 points. Amazing. Far, far away with 19 and a half. Minimum variance. Wait, what does that say? Minimum variance based on estimators with 19, and then a pile of you with 19. One Direction, Gnarly Gomes, no surprises, all with 19. I just saw the team name, Team Broccoli. That's amazing. We're going to move on to round number 3. There we go. Alrighty, round number 3. Question number 1. Who became the artist formerly known as due to a contract dispute with Warner Brothers? Who became the artist formerly known as due to a contract dispute with Warner Brothers? Question number 2. In Star Wars, what is the name of the rebellion ship that requires a lone pilot and an astromech to fly? Astromech to fly. Star Wars, the name of the rebellion ship that requires a pilot and an astromech to fly. What is the name of this craft? Aircraft? Spaceship? Rebellion ship. Question number 3. Which cup has the poison in it? Which cup has the poison in it? Question number 4. Rick Springfield wished he had whose girl? Question number 4. Rick Springfield wished he had whose girl? Question number 5. The opening lines of which classic Russian novel are in French? The opening lines of which Russian classic novel are in the French language? The opening lines of which classic Russian novel are in French? Question number 6. According to Doc Brown's calculations in Back to the Future, how much energy does a flux capacitor require to function? Question number 6. According to Doc Brown's calculation, how much energy does a flux capacitor require to function? Question number 7. These actresses, besides being women, what do they have in common? Besides being female, what do these actors have in common? Question number 8. Die Hard was which actor's first feature film role? Question number 8. Die Hard was which actor's first feature film role? Question number 9. In the Disney movie Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, how many of the dwarves' names do not end in Y? How many of Snow White's dwarves have a name that does not end in Y? Last question for round number 3. Which is the only American football team to go a whole season undefeated, including the Super Bowl? Which is the only American football team to go a whole season undefeated, including the Super Bowl? We'll go back to question number 5 in a second, but if there's any other question that we need to go to, just let us know in the chat. Repeat of question number 5, if I can do math. Nope, that's question 8. I can't do math. We just learned. There's 5. The opening lines from which classic Russian novel are in French? Maybe if you can hear me, we're going to stop Trivia Rat in 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're going to stop. Okay. Let's see how we did this round. We've got I'm at soup and far, far away with almost a perfect score tonight. Let's see if we can move some people around here. Question number 1. Who became the artist formerly known as, due to a contract dispute with Warner Brothers? That'd be Prince. Number 2, what is the name of a rebellion ship that requires one pilot and an astromech to fly? That's an X-wing fighter. Question number 3, which cup has poison in it? They both do. Number 4, Rick Springfield wished he had whose girl? He wanted Jesse's girl. Question number 5, the opening lines of which Russian classic are actually in French? That's War and Peace. Number 6, according to Doc Brown's calculations, how much energy does a flux capacitor require to function? 1.21 gigawatts. If we have the number, we'll give a point as well if it's close. Question. Oh, wait, I heard laughter. Let's go back to that question for a second, because I appreciate laughter.
I think there's an expectation that we are able to calculate extremely complex mathematical algorithms. I think that's meant to confuse us.
Oh, okay. I thought I was under the impression that we were the math people at Allstate, so.
I think they are, and I think they're flexing on us.
Oh, they're oh. So do I need to go and look myself?
Well, it's your judgment there, so we could probably take a second to actually calculate this and bog down the entire game.
I think that we're going to pause for a second because I just want to see what's on the back end.
Go have a look.
So give me a second. I'm just going to transition and turn my mic off, and I want to see how smart you guys actually are. All right, so what I've just learned is you are my kind of people, and I appreciate you greatly. Anyone that had any maths that was way too complex for me got a point. If you spelt gigawatt with a J, you got a point. What was the really funny one? The flux capacitor, DeLorean going at. The amount produced by a DeLorean going 80 miles per hour, I'll give it to you for that as well. But I see what you did there. I love it. We're going to keep going. Question number 7. These actresses, besides being women, I'm excited to hear what you've actually wrote, but they're all Disney princesses. From left to right, that's Mulan, and then Rapunzel, and then Belle, and then Ariel. Not Mulan. Mulan? Got to think about that. Pretty sure it's Mulan. Question number 8. Die Hard was which actor's first feature film role? That'd be Alan Rickman. Number 9. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Dwarfs that names do not end in Y. And we are going to look at spelling for this one. It is 2. Bashful and Doc do not have Y's at the end. Oh. Is the stream okay on your end? Okay, it just crashed on mine. Question number 10. The only American football team to go a whole season undefeated, including the Super Bowl. 1972 Miami Dolphins. One for the date, yes. Yes. If you knew that it was the 1972, we'll give you a point there too, because that's impressive and I don't know anything about sports ball, with the exception of things that I can Google. Alrighty. That is the end of our third round. We'll give our marker just a second to get that done, and then we will move on to our fourth round of trivia. Far and away, 28.5 points, unless we're still marking. We're still marking? Okay. I'm going to look at team names, see who haven't I seen yet. Team Broccoli, minimum variance based on estimators, get the guess whats. Bad News Bears. I will send Trivia Rat the leaderboard at the end of the night. I will send to Lauren, and then she can put it out on an inter-office email so that you can have your bragging rights at the end of the event tonight. Alrighty, I got the thumbs up, so we're going to move on to round number 4. Round number 4, question number 1. Which candy sales shot through the roof with the release of Steven Spielberg's movie E.T.? Candy sales shot through the roof with the release of Steven Spielberg's movie E.T. Which movie is it? Question number 2. Which Norwegian electro pop trio rose to prominence after the release of their single Take On Me? Norwegian electric pop music trio became popular after Take On Me was released. Number 3. What song is playing in this image? What song is playing in this image? Question number 3. What song is playing in this image? Question number 4. How many elements are there on the periodic table? How many elements are there on the periodic table? Question number 4. How many elements are there on the periodic table? Question number 5. Which show features a grandfather who turns himself into a pickle warrior? Question number 5. Which show features a grandfather who turns himself into a pickled warrior? Pickle warrior. Question number 6. In 2021, who became the first player in the NBA history to accumulate $1 billion in earnings as an active player? First active player in NBA history to accumulate $1 billion in earnings. Who is the player? Question number 7. Besides being men, what do these men have in common? Question number 7. Besides being men, what do these men have in common? The right triangles, real quick on that one. Besides being men, what do these people have in common? Question number 9. In Mean Girls, what day does Aaron Samuels ask Katie for the date? Caddy. In Mean Girls, what day does Aaron Samuels ask Caddy for the date? Down with quizness, just so you're aware. Oh, no, never mind. We are on question number 9. I take it back. I switched over quickly. We're going to pop back to question number 8 because I obviously changed too quickly. Oh, no, I just don't know how to number. Okay. Numbers are hard, guys. 7. Here's 8, not 9. This one's question number 8. What, in Mean Girls, what day does Samuel Aarons ask Caddy for the date? That would be question number 8. If, when we're marking, you've got a question, the correct answer to one of the questions, a question or two behind or whatever, we will go back and give you a point if it's on the wrong number, because that was my fault in numbering. So this is question number 8. Mean Girls is question number 8. What is the date that Aaron Samuels asks for? Now question number 9. This character counted 246 of which item? This character counted 246 of which item? Question number 10, last question of our 4th round. Jumping the shark is a TV trope in which a TV show has passed its prime. What is the opposite, or what is the name for the opposite trope? So if Jumping the Shark is a TV show past its prime, what is the phrase for something that has gotten better with time? Jumping the Shark is a TV trope in which a TV show has passed its prime. What is the name of the opposite trope? We'll go back to question 1 and 2, but if there's any other question that you want to hear again, let the chat know. You've still got a couple of seconds to finish off number 10. We are in really good time, so don't feel like you need to be rushed. That was too far. Here's your repeat for question number, oh, we're good for 1. Question 2, Norwegian electric pop trio rose to prominence after their release of Take On Me. What song is playing in this GIF? That's your question number 3. We're good for 4, 5, 6. We're popping over to 7. What do these men, besides being men, have in common? Eight. What day is it when Aaron Samuels asks for the date? 9. This character counted 246 of which item? And 10. What is the opposite of jumping the shark? We're going to shut down Trivia Rat in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty, let's see how this round went. Number 1, which candy sales shot through the roof after the release of E.T.? Reese's Pieces. M&M's wasn't interested, they passed. Number 2, Norwegian pop trio that rose to prominence after Take On Me. That's Aha. In any spelling of the way that it's spelled, we'll get close. 3, what song is playing? Old Time Rock and Roll by Bob Seger. 4, how many elements are there on the periodic table? There's 118. 5, which show features a grandfather who turned himself into a pickle warrior? Rick and Morty. 6, in 2021, which NBA player accumulated 1 billion in earnings? LeBron James. 7, okay, a giggle. No, okay.
Question 5, Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
The
VeggieTales. That's funny. Appreciate you. That's like the exact opposite of Rick and Morty. These men, they are all in boy bands. So One Direction, NSYNC, New Kids on the Block, and O-Town, respectively. Mean Girls, Aaron asked the date. What day was it? It was October 3rd. If October is in it, give a half. If it were like 4 days in between, we can give a full point. High-low that one. Wednesday. We're not going to go with Wednesday, but on Wednesday we do wear pink, so I'm very glad that something stuck from Mean Girls. Number 10, this character counted 246 of what? He counted toothpicks. Alrighty, we'll give our marker just a second to catch up, and then we will move on to round number 5. Oh, nope, sorry, I have one more question. Totally lied to you, numbers messed me up. Jumping the Shark is a TV trope that passed as a TV show when it's past its prime. The opposite is growing a beard. If we have anything about Star Trek on there, give them half a point.
We got a lot of age like fine wine.
Age like fine wine? It's not, no, we're not going to give a point for age like fine wine. But if you have something about Star Trek, you knew what we were talking about there, we'll give a points there. All right, I am going to just pause for just a second, and we will return with round number 5 in just a moment. Alrighty, we're moving into our final round for trivia tonight. Let's see, we've got One Direction with 29 points, Far, Far and Away with 28. I think I need to do a retry. There we go. I'm at Soup with 38 points, One Direction with 38 points, The Gnarly Gomes at 37.5, and rounding up our top three with Far, Far and Away with 36.5 points. We've got 10 more questions to go. Let's see how round number 5 works for us. Alrighty. Question number 1. Which artist is not going to write you a love song, but wants you to be brave? Which musical artist is not going to write you a love song, but wants you to be brave? Question number 1. Not going to write you a love song, but wants you to be brave. Name the artist. Question number 2. Why was Harambe the gorilla at the Cincinnati Zoo shot and killed in 2016? You don't have to write me an essay on this one, just basic facts. Why was Harambe shot and killed at the Cincinnati Zoo in 2016? Question number 3. These actors, besides being actors and being white, what do they have in common? Question number 3. What do these actors have in common? Question number 3. What do these actors all have in common? Four. What is the name of the pub from Always Sunny in Philadelphia? What is the name of the pub from Always Sunny in Philadelphia? Number 5, what was the first Canadian NBA team? What was the first Canadian NBA team? I will give you a second point if you know the year. Which was the first Canadian NBA team? I know we had a Gretzky question, and I know that I've put some weird O's in place, or put some weird U's in places, but this is the only real question that I feel is a Canadian-centric question. So if you know the answer to this one, we'll give you, with the year, we'll give you 2. Question number 6. According to Ren and Stimpy, what rolls downstairs alone or in pairs and goes over your neighbor's dog? What's great for a snack and fits on your back? Question number 6. According to Ren and Stimpy, what rolls downstairs alone or in pairs and over your neighbor's dog? What's great for a snack and fits on your back? Rolls downstairs, alone or in pairs, over your neighbor's dog, great snack, and fits on your back. What is it? Question number 7. Where does this guy live? Question number 7. Where does this guy live? Question number 7. Where does this guy live? Question number 8. In a movie based on actual events, Tom Hanks took on the role of which life-saving pilot? In a movie based on actual events, Tom Hanks took on the role of, of which life-saving pilot? Question number 9. How does Viserys Targaryen die in the end of season 1 of Game of Thrones? How does Viserys Targaryen die at the end of season 1 in Game of Thrones? How does Viserys Targaryen die at the end of season 1 in Game of Thrones? It wasn't at the end. Sorry, it was just in season 1 of Game of Thrones. And our last question of this evening. What $30 toy was the craze for Christmas time 1996, where some desperate parents paid over $1,000 for the toy on eBay? I apologize if there are parents from 1996 who this question gave post-traumatic stress to. $30 toy was the craze at Christmas time 1996, where some desperate parents paid over $1,000 for the toy on eBay. Name the toy. We're going to go back to question number 3, as well as question number 6, and question number 9. If you need any other questions besides 3, 6, or 9, let me know in the chat. Oops. Here's your repeat for question number 3. What do these actors, besides being white, have in common? Repeat for number 6. According to Ren and Stimpy, what rolls down the stairs alone or in pairs and rolls over your neighbor's dog? What's great for a snack and fits on your back? And finally, our last repeat for question number 9. How did Viserys Targaryen die in season 1 of Game of Thrones? Alrighty, we're going to stop Trivia Rat in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's do our very last round of take-up. Question number 1, which artist is not going to write you a love song but wants you to be brave? Sarah Bareilles.
There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different spellings.
There is 10 different spellings of Sarah Bareilles. It's a good thing that spelling does not count. With H or without H? Was that the difference, or was it the last name? It was everything?
No H, and then there's E's, I's, and L's all over the place.
Use I's and L's all over the place. Amazing. Number 2, why was Harambe the gorilla shot in 2016? Child got into the crate, or the enclosure, and zookeepers feared for the child's safety, or anything in that random, or in that general area is perfect. Well, not perfect, but like, is the correct answer. Besides being white individuals, what do these actors have in common? They've all played a detective on TV. All on BBC? What would, okay, wait, let me go back. Whoops. What would have, I'm not going to do BBC because what's her name is there. But yes, otherwise, 3/4 of them have definitely been on BBC.
Not born in the USA.
Not born in the USA. I don't know for sure. Could we do a check for that? I'm thinking,
Well, 3 out of the 4 clearly.
yeah. What's the answer to number 2? Oh, who is number 2? That is, oh my goodness, Dax Shepard's wife, Frozen, Kristen.
Bell.
That's the one. We'll do a search, not born in the United States, because I don't really know everything about every person on the planet. And that's quite possible. And while we're doing, Kristen Bell was born in the United States. So good try. That's impressive. It did make me pause. But yes, they all played detectives on TV. The pub from Always Sunny in Philadelphia is Patty's Pub. The first Canadian NBA team was the Toronto Huskies, and they were founded in 1946. Did anyone get Huskies?
Someone thought the Raptors was founded in 65.
90s, I think. Raptors were founded in the 90s, maybe early 2000s.
But yeah,
No one knew the Huskies. That's okay. None of you are Canadian, or at least I don't think. So I won't berate you for not knowing your Canadian history. We won't talk about how this was a trivia fact that I had to look up to create the question. What rolls down the stairs alone and in pairs, or over your neighbor's dog? Great for a snack and fits on your back. It's a log.
Better than bad, it's good.
Better than bad, it's good is from the Peanut Gallery. 7, this guy, where does he live? In a van down by the river. Movie based on actual events. Tom Hanks took on the role of which life-saving pilot? Chelsea Sullenberg, or Sully. Captain Phelps. Phillips. That was nautical, right? Are they? Sorry?
Is that a life-saving pilot?
What is pilot? I don't have a date, so that can't be the reason why I don't give a point. Is a ship captain a pilot? I'll give them a half. Question number 9. Viserys Targaryen died in season 1 of Game of Thrones because Khal Drogo gave him his crown. He poured liquid gold on his head. Question number 10. What $30 toy in 1996 was the craze which led desperate parents to spend over $1,000 on it? Tickle Me Elmo. We had one at my house. I don't think my family paid over $1,000 for it, but it is the scariest toy I think that has ever been in our house. If you can think of a scarier toy than Tickle Me Elmo, let me know in the chat. We will let our marker get caught up here. And while he's doing that, I'm going to just do a plug. Thank you. First of all, thank you very much for having me put on this trivia event for you. I had a lot of fun. Hopefully you had a lot of fun as well. I do host free-to-play trivia every Thursday and sometimes other days over on Twitch. All of that information is on the top of the screen. So if you enjoyed trivia and you would like to check out some of my other games, following me on Twitch is exactly how you do that. And good? And good. Alrighty, looking over on to Trivia Rat, let's just do a refresh here. I am super impressed. One Direction with 47 points. I'm at Soup with 46 and following up our third place prize with 44 points, far, far and away. As I said, I will take a screenshot of the leaderboard, make sure that it gets out to you so that you can go and find your team's score, and that will come out probably within the next hour or so. But again, thank you very much for joining me tonight, folks. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you next time.